Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another Lego video today because I've this morning had this parcel delivered and this is what was inside. It's the Lego 18 Plus, as they now are seemingly doing. More and more they're doing these 18 Plus adult collector edition models. It's Porsche 911 set number 10295 with 1458 pieces. I'm a VIP member on Lego, which basically just means that you save VIP points and you can get things a bit earlier than general release. It's not supposed to be officially released until the 1st of March, but being a VIP you can get them a little bit earlier. So I ordered this a few days ago and it's come through and been delivered today. So on this video I just want to walk through, show you what's in the box, and just have a little chat, a little bit of controversy, because Lego had been advertising this set for a while now and saying that if you were a VIP and you ordered it early from the 16th of February, there was a VIP welcome pack, which I'll put a picture to when I do a thumbnail for the video. Now what they didn't say was that this welcome pack was a very, very limited edition that was limited to like X number of customers, and if you were a customer after that you wouldn't get one. All they advertised it was as a welcome pack which would be available to VIP members from the 16th of March. There was no mention of it being, you know, limited to 1,000 or limited to 10,000 or limited to 100,000 or whatever, and it basically became available from midnight of the 16th. So there's people waiting at midnight on the 16th to order these to try and get one, to be one of the first people buying them. But I wasn't aware of that, but there were actually people waiting up at midnight, waiting for it to click midnight and pressing order. Now some people were lucky enough to get the welcome pack. Other people got it in their basket. So in their basket at checkout it said, you know, the Porsche 911, plus it said the welcome pack. But then when they came to get their order confirmation, it would be removed. It would have been cancelled from the order, and that was obviously being cancelled by Lego because they didn't have enough to fulfill all the orders that people had made. So there's other videos on YouTube. You can go and search for 911 Porsche Lego welcome pack and you'll see some of the other videos. Bit of controversy, people not being very happy at all. The other thing as well, it seems to be a bit of a time zone thing. So people who are in a different time zone, by the time their area clicked to midnight, all the welcome packs had already gone, because all the other countries who got to midnight before them had already snaffled all the welcome packs which were available. And you know, people in North America, etc. I've seen that on another video, people in North America complaining that there were no welcome packs available to anybody in North America because they were basically too late. You know, so Lego, not very good. I'm a little bit peeved because I could have waited to order this. I only ordered it early because I wanted the welcome pack. That's the only reason I ordered it. Otherwise, I would have waited until March, when there's supposedly going to be a double VIP points month, and basically VIP points you can then convert into money to buy other sets. So I would have preferred to have the double VIP points and waited till March. But anyway, that's the controversy out of the way. Now let's get on with talking about the set. So here we go. So this is the box, obviously. Turn the box around and you've got details on the back showing the fact that you can have two different models. You can either build the Targa top version or you can build the turbo version. And there's some differences, obviously, externally, the roof and the rear spoiler, the rear wheel arches, but also the wheels. The wheels on the Targa version are silver, well, silvery grey, and the black on the turbo. Interior is identical as far as I know. I'll not find out until I build it, but then there's a difference with the engine. Obviously the turbo's got the intercooler on the top and some other alterations. So yeah, so that's the box. Just got some nice artwork just illustrating what's what. These are all your bags. So there are bags labelled, numbered through 1 to 10, and then a final bag that's just got your clear bits in, your windscreen and your tyres. Your other plastic screens are in the other bags. There's going to be probably some smaller bags within these, I'm sure there will be. Number 5, there's actually 2 bags labelled number 5. Just a small one. The key thing I've noticed when I've looked through the instruction manual, which I'll come to next, is that you get to a point through the manual where it tells you to go on to either build the Targa or the Turbo, but I'll show you that in a short while. So you've got your instruction manual, very nice artwork on the front. You open it up and you've got some nice photos of different Porsches over the years. Basic little bit of information about the Porsche. You don't really go into detail. I've got some proper Porsche books which tell you the full history of Porsche. Obviously this is just a Lego manual, so it's very, very basic little bits of information. Nice photography of the Turbo, then the Targa, and then you get onto a bit of information about the design team. A couple of photos there of the design team chap who designed the product. And then you get onto the instruction manuals. It shows you here, so bags labelled 1 through to 7 get you to that stage. You then carry on either with the Turbo using bags 8 and 9, or you carry on with the Targa using bags 8 and 10. And I'll just take you through to that part in the manual. So this is the point at which you have built the car up to this stage. Then it's time to choose. You either build the Targa or you build the Turbo. Build the Turbo, you just continue over onto the next page, and there's a little bit more information there about the Turbo, with another nice little bit of photography and a photo of the turbo engine and comparing it to the Lego one. Or if you want to go to the Targa, you jump forward to page 230. And there we go. We then have another photo, this time of the Targa. Now one thing I noticed straight away is that the photo of the Targa there seems to be a wide body, as in it's got the wider rear arches, but the model has the narrow arches. But there's absolutely nothing stopping you from being able to build the Targa but still maintain the wider rear arches. So you could actually build a turbo-bodied Targa if you wanted, and obviously the wheels are interchangeable. You can fit whichever wheels you want, so you could have the black wheels on the Targa or the silver wheels on the Turbo, anyway which way you want. That's one of the beauties of Lego. You just have the one set of tyres, so whichever wheels you don't use are just left redundant. It's a pity they didn't include a second set of tyres, but obviously costs are going to mean that they're not going to put in 2 sets of tyres. The silver wheels, silvery grey, are actually identical to the ones on the Mustang set. And now, people who've seen my previous videos will know I've got the Mustang. So yeah, it's nice to have a second set of those. The black ones are the same design, same shape, but a nice gloss black. And I do think they look really nice. I will more than likely end up using the black wheels, and I will have a go at building both of the 2 models. So as I showed you earlier, up to bag 7 the models are identical. You then choose Targa or Turbo. So you use bag 8 for both the Targa and the Turbo. You then choose bag 9 if you wanted to build the Turbo one, or alternative you use bag 10 if you want to build the Targa. So if you build the Targa, this whole bag of parts in bag 9 isn't actually used. It's redundant. So you've got this whole bag of parts which you're not actually going to use at all if you build the Targa. Also, if you build the Turbo, you're going to have this complete bag of parts which is totally redundant, because you don't need these at all if you're building the Turbo model. So it's It's quite unusual to have that in a Lego set where you've got so many parts redundant that you're just not going to use if you build one or the other. The only other models I can really think of that used to be like that, like some of the old Technic models where they have like a secondary model, but obviously this is different because it's not a secondary model as such, it's just a secondary version of the same car. So, you know, thinking back to a set I've got, the old truck, like a Kenworth style American truck, and the alternative model to that was like a little Jeep. So obviously in that case you were left with a lot of spare parts because it was a totally different model, whereas in this it's the same car, but the only difference really is the widened rear wheel arches. The rear wheels sit out further because of it. Then obviously the roof, the rear window is a different design, the boot spoiler, and the wheels. So it's surprising how many parts are actually left redundant depending on which model you build. The Turbo has got a lot more parts in bag 9 than the Targa has in bag 10. So obviously part count wise the Turbo has a lot more parts to it. But I think what I might do is I'll build the Targa first because I want to just see what the Targa looks like built. But ultimately the Turbo's the one that I want to build. You know, that's the one that's on the box. So, right, so with that, I shall crack on and start building, and I'll do more videos as I go, showing the build as I progress. You might notice, if you've watched my previous videos, that I don't seem to be at home. That's because I'm at my girlfriend's rather than being at home. I normally have all the Lego laid out on my coffee table, but I'm at my girlfriend's, so everything's on her rug instead. So, I'll do some comparisons with the other Lego models, like the Mustang and the Ecto one, the Mini, the other ones I've got, when I'm back home after I've built it. So, alright then guys, I shall talk to you again soon. And yeah, next time you hear from me, I'll have a bit more of the car made. Hopefully, probably right through to the stage where I decide which one to build. Alright then, talk to you soon. Cheers, bye.